They call me Squirrel.
What's going on, Squirrel Squad? It's your boy, the Squirrel, and today I am going to do America versus British English 40 differences. So, did 50. I found another one. This one's 40. So, let's get into it. Let's check out some more things that we say differently. Here we go.
Okay, I'm going to show you 40 pictures of food or food-related items.
Right up my alley. Love food. Big fan. Go ahead.
And I just want you to tell me what you see.
Okay.
What's this?
It's a popsicle. That's actually a rocket pop.
It's an ice lolly.
Huh? How much?
What's that?
Oatmeal.
Oatmeal.
It's a bowl of porridge to me. Looks like a bowl of porridge. Is oatmeal the oats, or is it what it's called when it's cooked?
Once it's cooked, it's oatmeal. Before it's cooked, it's oats. I thought porridge is more like what we call cream of wheat. I thought. Either way, sorry. It's oatmeal.
When it's cooked. Oatmeal. That's a skillet.
It's a skillet,
And
yeah.
what do you use
Frying
that for?
pan.
Frying things.
We call that a frying pan.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
It's a frying pan. There's so many different ones. Typically, the cast iron ones we refer to as skillets, but in that there is a slow cooker. It says it right there on the front. Slow cooker.
That.
A crock pot.
A crock pot.
A crock pot is a brand of slow cooker. Just so you're aware.
Pot. We would call that a slow cooker.
Yeah, there you
I
go.
think crock pot is the brand. What's
See? This guy knows. I like this Arabic mic guy. That's the how's that called? I call it the small pan with the handle. Saucepan, I think. It's what it's actually called. I don't know.
that?
A pot.
We would call that a saucepan.
Silverware.
Silverware.
Cutlery.
Confectionery.
Well, it's a good thing that she spoke up before I paused it, because I would have called that an outline of a spoon and a fork. That's what that is. But yes, I suppose that is confectioner sugar.
Icing sugar, which is basically very, very, very fine sugar.
Beets.
Beetroot. What's that?
It's a cocktail. That's what that is. It's a fucking cocktail. In the cocktail, there are some herbs, but that's a cocktail. I could go for one of them right now.
Herbs.
Herbs. We pronounce the H.
I knew that.
Herbs.
I did know that. Yep.
Arugula.
That's arugula.
Rocket.
Yeah, that's good.
Delicious inside.
Rocket. That is interesting. Delicious in salads, quite
That is
spicy,
quite
spicy leaf.
Spicy leaf.
Cilantro.
Yes, that is cilantro. The seed form is called coriander, and then the grown form is called cilantro.
Coriander.
Oh, coriander. Oh. So they call coriander as it's grown. We call it the coriander. Just I don't know why we do. It makes fucking sense. If the coriander seeds is gonna grow it. I don't know. I didn't write this shit.
Oregano.
Oregano.
You sure that's oregano? There's a lot of brown, reddish hairs. That's oregano or some kind of homegrown B grades.
We say so. Same word, but it's pronounced differently. So what do you say again?
Oregano.
Weed.
Oregano.
It's
We
weed.
say oregano.
Basil.
Basil.
Again, same word.
Basil.
Basil. Basil. So we would say basil. You would say.
Basil.
What's this? What
That's a fucking cupcake.
are these?
Cupcakes.
And what's on top of them?
Frosting.
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 Icing.
Well, we would call that icing. It looks like chocolate icing.
Yeah, it's
We
either
would
way.
never use-
Chocolate frosting.
We would never use the word frosting. What's on top of the icing?
Those are either sprinkles. I see she said sprinkles, or well, I guess it's sprinkles. It all depends. Up again, it differences where you live. Everywhere in the country, there's sprinkles. In New England, they're jimmies or sprinkles. Some people say that the ones that are all brown, the chocolate ones, are the jimmies, and the colored ones are sprinkles. But to me, it's all jimmies. When I grew up, you either got colored or chocolate jimmies. You got chocolate jimmies, or do you want the rainbow jimmies? I don't know why, but they're called jimmies up here. They're sprinkles, either way. Either way, universally sprinkles.
Sprinkles.
We would call those hundreds and thousands.
How-
Very
how-
British,
what?
right?
That
Hundreds
is,
and
that's very British, yes. I guess, I don't know.
thousands. So you call them sprinkles, we call them hundreds and thousands.
That's
What's
strange.
this?
A filet mignon.
Filet mignon, yeah.
We just say fillet steak. You tend to use the French word, and we just say fillet steak. Do you say
Yeah.
fillet steak?
I think the filet mignon is like the best cut, and it's the most expensive steak. So they probably use the French term to make it sound fancy, so you don't feel so bad when you get kind of, stuck in the bud on how much you're gonna pay for it.
No, we don't.
What are these?
Shrimp.
Shrimp.
Prawns. What's that?
Sorry, I keep stopping this. Prawns to me are big fat, big ones, big fat around, big shrimp. Over here, if somebody says prawns, you're talking like 10 to 12 to a pound, big, huge ones. But yes, I have heard that all shrimp are prawns. I've heard that before. And that right there, my friends, is a half-assed loaded baked potato. That's a baked potato. Loaded baked potato has sour cream, chives, butter, and then usually bacon and some other shit. But that's a baked potato or a loaded baked potato, one of the two.
A baked potato.
A baked potato. We would say jacket potato.
What is this?
It's a jacket potato.
Jacket potato.
Do you
That'd be my response. Jacket potato. I never heard jacket potato. That's interesting.
say jacket potato?
No.
It's new to me.
What's the jacket potato wrapped in?
But I'll use it because all these little terms I learn, I start using around the house here. It's driving my wife nuts. I absolutely love it. And that is tinfoil.
Aluminum foil.
We'd call
Or
that
aluminum
tinfoil,
foil.
or maybe
See, I call it
aluminium
tinfoil.
foil. Probably tinfoil. Okay, so we would call this cider. What would you call this?
We would call that
Hard
hard
cider.
cider.
Why hard?
Oh,
Why
yeah,
do you
see,
add the word
hard cider.
hard?
Because it has alcohol.
Yes,
Oh, so
she's right.
anything with alcohol is hard cider, and if it's not got alcohol in it, then it's just cider, but it's
Yep.
made from apples.
Exactly. So you have apple cider, and then you have hard apple cider.
And hard apple cider contains alcohol,
Exactly.
which we would just call cider. Okay,
Yeah.
what's this?
Water with a lemon? Seltzer water? I think that's seltzer water. I don't know.
Seltzer.
Sparkling water?
Same thing.
Lemon.
Oh, seltzer water and sparkling water are not the same thing in America. Seltzer water in America has a very, very small hint of the flavor. So seltzer waters are seltzer with a hint of flavor. Sparkling water has a much stronger, more pungent flavor. Still 0 calories, 0 everything, but they use artificial sweeteners and more of them to make it a more bold flavor. So like we typically buy seltzers in my house because the sparkling waters are just too overly sweet with artificial sweetener. So there is a difference in America between sparkling water and seltzer.
Liquor.
That's booze, liquor. Hey, yippee-ki-yay. Wow, that's a good picture because those are a couple of them are pretty decent. That's booze. Actually, it looks like mostly all whiskeys, right? I mean, yeah, those are whiskeys of some fashion.
Spirits.
Spirits,
So
yeah.
in England, we drink a lot of this stuff. This takes me right back to my childhood. I would have a glass
Juice.
of this sugary stuff every couple of hours, to be honest. It's basically very, very sweet fruit juice.
It's just fruit juice, right? Or is it concentrate? It doesn't say concentrate on it, so I'm guessing it's fucking juice. I don't know.
Which you dilute with water. Does this exist in America?
No,
Dilute
that was
with water. We do
Juice.
that with the
Okay, we call it
kids.
squash, like fruit squash.
Oh, yeah, it's juice. We dilute it with water for the kids, just because it's so sugary. It's so sweet. So yes, when our kids have it, we do dilute it with a little bit of water, especially for the young kids. But yeah, it's juice. Squash, that's interesting. I guess you have to squash the fruit to get the juice. So
In an English menu, you'd have starters, main course, and then desserts. What would you sometimes, maybe not always, what would you often call the main course?
yeah, the entrees or main course, or dinner plates.
Says
Is that at all restaurants or just kind of quite posh ones?
most restaurants
Most
will
restaurants
have
call
that.
it entree.
Yeah.
See, we would never use that.
Not
And I guess that's again a French word. So in the UK,
Not all,
you would
but
not get entree.
main
you would
course
not
is,
hear that
to me,
word
just
on
as
the
popular.
restaurant.
Cookies.
Biscuits.
Matter of fact, those are peanut butter cookies. It looks like because they have the cross print of the fork on top. Most of them, anyway. Biscuits. That's right.
Biscuits.
And these are biscuits.
Biscuits. Are those biscuits?
That's right. You guys call cookie biscuits, and what we call biscuits, you call. I
They
don't know.
look like scones to me.
Oh,
You know
scones.
what?
Gravy.
Oh.
Even within the UK, we have two variants on this word. Some people call them scones, some people call them scones.
See, I thought scones were like a sweet, harder form of biscuit. I guess I'm wrong, obviously, but I thought like a scone. I always thought of as like a raspberry or cherry scone or a cranberry scone or orange scone. Like I thought they had fruit, not fruit like jam in them, but they had like they were flavored, and they were a little bit harder and usually like a triangle shape. That's always been my vision of them. I don't know.
So, who knows?
Wax paper.
I think that's parchment paper actually. It could be wax paper, but it's either wax paper or parchment paper. It's very hard to tell from the picture, but it looks like parchment paper actually, but it could be either one. There are two different things.
Greaseproof paper. What's this?
Greaseproof paper. That's pineapple slices in juice, says it right on the can, buddy.
Canned fruit.
It's canned fruit, but it's pineapple slices.
We would say tinned fruits. You said canned. We said
Canned.
tinned.
Oh, tinned.
Interesting.
Interesting, is right.
Cotton candy.
Cotton candy,
fruits.
candy floss. Yeah,
Cream
for
puffs.
both of those. Those are cream puffs. Yep.
Profiteroles.
What? Profiteroles. Interesting. I'm trying to look at it and figure. Maybe if there's word, I don't even know. That's different to me.
Heavy cream.
That's
We
cream.
call that
Just
double
cream.
You would
To me, that's just cream. There's half and half, which is half cream, half milk, and then there's heavy cream, but most people just refer to that. Well, I think anyway, most people just refer to it as cream. I don't know. There's different kinds of cream, so you got to be more specific, I suppose. But double cream, yeah, I've never heard it called double cream ever. But that's again, it obviously this is heavy cream because it says heavy cream on it, but it says America's first farmer's pledge, so it's obviously an American product that is being shown. Well, misleading. You show me a carton of the British version of that, maybe I'll guess double cream. But we call it heavy cream. So I get it.
never see this label in England with the word heavy cream. Another thing you'd never see
Interesting.
is the volume measured in fluid ounces. That's definitely an incredibly American label right there.
Nutella.
Nutella.
You would say what?
Yeah.
Nutella.
No, Nutella. No, I don't. I mean, I've heard people say that, but it's Nutella. It's made from fucking nuts. Nutella. Nutella. It's not made from news. Where did I find this lady?
Nutella. We would
Nutella.
say Nutella, so nu and na, basically. And if you look very carefully, you can actually see. Actually, that label's in Arabic. Look, Karima el Bundaq ma'a el Cacao.
It's pretty amazing that obviously Arabic Mike is his Twitter and all that, his is that Snapchat or whatever that is. But that's pretty cool that he can read that. That I can't.
Hazelnut spread with cocoa, yum.
Saltwater taffy.
Saltwater taffies, yeah.
We don't have saltwater taffy, we would just call those toffees.
Saltwater taffy is a very southern candy.
So we have toffee over here. Toffee is harder. Saltwater taffy or taffy. This taffy, the saltwater taffy is the softest, and then there's regular taffy, and then hard candies that you would suck on or whatever, and maybe chewable, but they're harder to get going and get and chewing are toffees. So there's actually 3 levels. So the softer ones, saltwater, a little more pulley and stretchy is regular taffy, and then toffee is like a harder candy. I don't know. That's my take on it.
Like you get in places like Florida, Virginia, Carolinas.
Yeah, say there you go.
Okay, interesting. So you can't get it everywhere. Can't get it in Wisconsin.
I mean,
You can.
might, but it
If you're
would
from
be
Wisconsin, leave a comment. Can you get it there? What's this?
candy.
Candy.
Sweets.
Sweet.
Eggplant.
Eggplant.
Aubergine.
Premier
What?
food.
Aubergine. Never heard of that. Premier Foods, yes. I used to work for a company called Premier Beverage Company.
Premier foods.
Premier foods. Say that word again.
Premier.
Premier. So you put the emphasis on the premier. You put the emphasis on the ear. We say premier.
Oh.
If I see the sign.
Premier.
I
You pronounce the I-E-R. Ear. Premier. Which makes sense. We probably should. I think Americans, I always think of English in America as like lazy fucking English. So even more so in New England where I'm from, we just started dropping letters altogether. Most people drive a car, we drive a car. It's funny because people always say that you can never tell if someone's talking about pants or keys when they say, I need my khakis. Are they khakis or khakis? Anyways, but yeah, that's Premier. Makes sense to pronounce all the letters. That's the whole thing. Like, and I've said this in videos before. In England, they seem to pronounce things more the way they're supposed to be said, and we kind of give them the old lazy foot in the ass.
say premier in. What do you say?
I say premier. And
Premier in. Okay. What's that?
Zucchini.
We would call that a courgette.
Courgette. Interesting.
What are these green?
Those are crap. I don't know if those are rutabagas or parsnips. I think they're rutabagas.
purpley looking vegetables?
rutabaga.
Rutabaga. We'd call these Swedes. not like a Swedish person, but like a
Not this
Swede.
guy.
If you have them in Scotland, you can have them with haggis, and you call
I
it
want
neeps
to
and
try
tatties.
haggis. I so
And
want to try
basically,
haggis.
what? And you have them basically. Neeps and tatties are like mashed up Swede, mashed up potatoes, boiled in salted water, and served alongside haggis, which is basically sheep's heart, liver, and lungs.
French fries.
I want this.
Chips.
Those are fries, chips,
Crisps.
yeah. Chips, crisps,
Grilled
yeah. I know that one.
Toasty.
Cheese toasty. Oh, that's grilled cheese. Oh, see that? Look at that though. That looks like cheese toasty because it looks like toast. We butter the bread and it looks different than that. That's interesting. But yeah, it's grilled cheese and yeah.
Tomatoes.
Tomato.
Yeah. All right, so yeah, tomato, potato. That was cool. I love these little videos. They're a lot of fun. And again, it lets me learn a little more about dialect and the difference of them. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you're new here, make sure you hit the subscription bell before you take off. Hit the bell button so you know when I come back with more videos. And guys, I'm having a great time with these. Let me know what you think of these videos. Will you leave a comment below? A lot of my guys that are here all the time, I appreciate you guys checking this out. Let me know below. What do you think? What are some of the ones you think are the biggest differences? If you want to, by all means, send me an email with some pictures in it and say, hey, how would you pronounce these? Maybe I'll do a little video and pronounce all the ones I get from you guys, and you guys can have a good laugh at me. Also, if you haven't seen the Gurning video, I'll make sure that I put the Gurning video somewhere here, I guess, and I'll put it in the end card. I'll put the Gurning video in the end card for you. In that video, I ask if anybody wants, and I've had a few so far. If you want to send me a picture with your best Gurn, give me your best Gurning face, and let me know if it's okay to use them or not. I've had a few people send them over to me, but I need quite a few more so I can make a cool little funny Gurning video. But I think it'd be kind of fun. I'll make some funny Gurning faces, and we'll kind of blend them all together. It'll be a good time. So that's about all I got for now. I hope you guys enjoyed this. I really had a good time. I'll see you guys soon. Until next time, Squirrel out.
I really hate your fucking guts, and I'd like to keep